Hey everybody, Doug Rucker here with DougRuckerStore.com and PressureWashingSchool.com. In the shop today doing some repairs and whatnot. And what is whatnot anyway? What not? I don't know. Anyway, we've got these Udor soft wash guns. We sell quite a few of these, and there is a repair kit so that you can repair these. A lot of people buy the Suttner repair kit for the pressure gun, like the orange and the black ST2305 it is that we sell, and rebuild their guns and save themselves a lot of money. So we have the Udor kit available, and we've sold quite a few of them. A lot of guys do that, and so when I had to do an order today to get more in, I thought I need to do a video. So Raimundo is going to show you guys how to replace and rebuild these guns, replace the fittings that are inside the gun. So we got that coming up for you next. All right, guys, so as most of y'all are aware, we sell two different types of soft wash guns. Well, actually three, but two that have triggers. One is the Udor and the other is the Suttner. And the Udor, we actually have the rebuild kits available if you want to rebuild the gun. And so that's what we're going to do. We have, these parts came out of an old gun. You can see the spring had actually busted inside. You can see corrosion here in the spring. It's starting to get gummed up. Everything is just pretty rusted out. So these can be rebuilt, or you can just buy another gun if you want to. It's up to you, but there's a lot of guys like on the Suttner orange, ST2305 and the orange or the black, we sell the kits to rebuild those, and a lot of guys buy those because it is cheaper to rebuild than to buy a new one. So Raimundo's going to show you how to take the gun apart and how the parts come out, and then put it back together so that you can use this if you want to use it. We sell quite a few of these. There's a lot of guys that take advantage of building these. Matter of fact, I just had to order some more this morning. So anything else I need to cover on that, Raimundo? No? Okay, so Raimundo's going to show you how to, and on here, this is a brass nut that's on the top. And so he's pretty much already loosened it, but he just used an adjustable wrench. It's not real tight. It's not hard to get it off, is it? No. Okay. So he pulls the little nut off, and then the spring comes out. And then the little doohickey, it's called doohickey number 1, comes out. And that's got a little washer on it as well. I don't know if you can see it.
Now remove the pin to remove the handle.
Yep, so now he's going to take a little pick from wherever, Harbor Freight, I think is where we got that one, but some type of pick or pointer that you can flush the pin out from the handle, the trigger handle. And then
get the needle out.
And then on the underside, there's a little needle.
Yes.
Let's just kind of show them. So that needle goes from one side. I'm trying to get.
That's the one that opens and closes the
right there.
The flow.
Right. So that's so it goes through. And so he's going to take that little needle out. He's got the needle out. And remember that one of these look similar. So one of these is for the trigger, and that's going to have blunt ends. And this one, which is for the inside part of the gun that he just took out, will not have, it's got one blunt end, and it's got one that's kind of open. So you just don't want to mix them up, but you can see how Raimundo has laid them out. This one's kind of separated over there because he knows that's for the trigger.
Has to be pointing up, the outlet, just like that.
So yep, down inside the gun, you'll see the outlet. Let's see if I can get it to where you can see. We'll take pictures of all this too. But that little hole has to be pointed up. Okay, so don't get it on its side or anything, but when it's down inside there, you should be able to see that hole.
And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put the needle. I'm just gonna pull it out, and it comes out. Pretty easy.
So what did you do? Press down on it or just
Press back. Just
back? Okay.
the way it's coming out.
Yep.
I'll take that one out, and then there's this little gasket that's in here.
And that's right there.
Yes. So I gotta.
Right where the trigger
Yes.
goes. So you just pushed it to come all the way out,
Yes.
and that's the gasket.
So that's that.
So there's your pieces that we use, and then you also have inside the package of the repair kit there's a new gasket for you. There's your spring, there's your doohickey number 1. That's the piece that controls the flow on and off. And then you've got 3 O-rings, 3 different size O-rings, so it should be pretty easy for you to tell where those O-rings go. The real small one,
That's the way that goes.
so that's how it goes when it's put back together inside the gun. Okay, so the real small O-ring, the smallest of them, goes at the bottom of, where's that piece? Oh, there it is. So it's going to go in the spring. This little piece is going to go in the spring, and it's got a real tiny small O-ring that you have to get on there. And then you have another O-ring that is on this piece, which controls the flow coming out of the gun on and off. Or if you barely squeeze the trigger, you can dribble it. That's what that hole is for. And so it's got an O-ring, and then the brass piece has the largest O-ring. So you got the largest O-ring here. The next size O-ring goes here, and then the tiniest small O-ring goes on this piece. Okay? So now you're going to put it back together.
Yes. I like to do this. I just like to put everything in one piece. And just.
And so you're going from the back side of the gun up towards the trigger, where the trigger handle would go. Do you have the ring on wrong?
Yes. This little piece goes backwards.
What piece?
This part.
Okay.
Goes pointing the spring.
Okay. So the blunt end needs to be out.
Yes.
Okay.
There are 2 different ones.
Right.
And I just put this one on. And I just tighten it. Well, you gotta make sure the inside is lined up, pointing up.
Okay. So the inside part that we were talking about, which is that part right there, right?
Yes.
Okay, that little hole, just make sure that you can look down and see that hole is pointed up.
You gotta be able
to thread it in.
You gotta be able to see the little needle. Like that.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna tighten it once I got it lined up. You don't have to be really tight, just.
Yeah, you just want to snug it. You don't want to risk cracking the plastic. Then he's putting the little piece in that will hold the trigger. And so this doesn't take but probably 10 to 15 minutes max to do. So you can save yourself some money if you have rebuild kits and rebuild these guns. As long as you're taking care of them, they should last a while. Run plenty of water through them. But you know, anytime you're running bleach through something, you're still going to get corrosion no matter how much water you run through. You can try neutralizers. I don't personally think they really do anything, but just different ways that you can protect them to get as much life out of them as you can. And so when you're done, that handle should spring back and forth very easy, and you're good. So that's how you rebuild one of these guns. Again, we've got the Udor repair kits that come with all of the parts in it that you need. Very simple, easy. Just be patient and make sure that all the fittings are back where they go, and that hole that's in here, that's very important, is facing up, because just imagine that's how your fluid is going to come up and go through. So you don't want it sitting in there like that. It's got to be sitting like that down inside. Okay, hope that helps you guys. Okay guys, hope this has been helpful for you. Great way to save money is to rebuild things when you can. I personally am not a big rebuilder of things. I just replace them. But if you're going through a lot of guns or whatever, just want to save some money, hey, rebuilding some of these guns that you can do that with these kits is a great way to do it. Don't forget, coming up in September is our next school. September, October, November, December. We've got them for the rest of the year. Hands-on training right here in Houston, Texas. If you're starting a pressure washing business and want to come out and learn how to clean, learn how to start your business, how to operate it, how to protect property, clean roofs, clean concrete, all of that, we do that right here in Houston every single month. And then also we have the online video school if you can't make it out here. Over 250 something videos that will drastically help you cut your learning curve, a tremendous value for what you're getting. So be sure to check that out as well. And also don't forget, February 2025, our next Difference Makers Conference is coming up with myself, Jeffrey Blackman, Ray Burke, Pat Clark, Kelsey, our CPA, will be there. We'll have all kinds of things going on, all about your business from the business end of it, nothing about cleaning. So it's how to build and grow your business. So check all of that out at pressurewashingschool.com. Thanks so much for watching, and y'all have a very, very blessed day.